Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sauropod squad. Here on the channel our theme is dinosaurs, but our passion is variety gaming. Like all the variety this create mod behind me has brought to our modded Minecraft server. Now guys, I have yet to show you guys this building. This is Al's workshop. You've seen it from the outside and kind of like as it was being built, but yeah, and here we've got a bunch of like semi-manual workstations, right, with the create mod, so like we can crush stuff in there like obsidian to obsidian dust. This is there's a drill down there so that can break a few items. This is one of the crazy mechanical crafters, and our mixer slash mechanical press that we swap out the heads for, and then the good old conveyor belt poker slash smasher machine. We've also got the lava over here, which I have been using to make some unprocessed obsidian sheets, because I need to take these guys right now. Can't fit all of them in my inventory, but we need to take these, and I had made brass casings. And what I'm doing, guys, actually, wait, we gotta set up the brass casings here, and then we go to the input and we throw all these guys in there, and oh, I forgot to just smash them. Right, I'm doing it wrong. I've made these so many times, but I still make mistakes like that. So what we're doing, guys, is we're making train casings, because I have done a lot of work on the trains, and I want to show you all that needs to be done. But first, I got to make some more train casings, because I need to make signals, because, guys, we have multiple trains running at this point. And what I need to be making is some train signals to basically be able to say, hey, if there's a train between signal A and signal B, when a train approaches either of those signals, say it runs up to signal A, it will not go into that section of track because there is already a train there. And here's the actual proper way to make them. We gotta put our sturdy sheets there, and then turn that one on, and we could, I guess, turn off the other presses, but it's not going to press it. It doesn't need to. And then, boom, we throw all of our brass casings in there, and bam, more train casings. So I went ahead and made 12 of these. Now I also need to make some electron tubes, which takes some polished rose quartz, which is also annoying, and it takes rose quartz, which is quartz, and redstone, and it's a whole process. But let me make that real quick here in our workshop, and I will go show you guys the train that I built, the new passenger car. It's awesome. Alright, I got my train casing and my electron tubes, so here we go, throw those up, and I could make more. I produced way more than I need, honestly, so I'm going to keep those in the good old, the goods bag, which you can see I've got a lot of valuables that I just kind of want to sit on, right? A bunch of brass, some of these iron sheets, polished rose quartz, a bunch of zinc, a bunch of stuff that I'm learning is really important here in the create mod. But, folks, come outside with me. And I want to show you that we have not made any progress on the building. That will be done by the end of this episode, I'm happy to say. I'm going to be focusing very, very hard in the upcoming few days in real life on getting this building done. But what I can show you is we've got the train up and running, which you saw last episode. And then over here, I have actually decided on the palette for the building. So we need a bunch of clay, we need birch, we also need some concrete. So we've got a lot of create mod kind of mechanisms and machines that are going to help us get a bunch of clay for the brick. I'm digging up the granite that I want to use down in the quarries. Birch log we're going to be getting with the automatic tree farm, and concrete, actually I'll set up a thing in his basement that can help us do that. And then andesite we also are getting from the quarry. So I like this color palette. It's going to kind of look like an old factory is the idea, and should be pretty cool. Alright, but what I want to do with you guys is follow me down to the subway system, because we need to set up these train stations so that I can get the passenger train up and running. So, cannonball! Bam! Alright, here we are down here. I've been spending a lot of time down here because, whoop! Look at that. We've got another train waiting and ready to go. This is kind of pulled off to the side. It's where I was building it. But yeah, this is our huge 3-carriage long passenger train. It's way bigger than it needs to be for the server, right? Like realistically, I could have just had it like this, and it would have worked. Or even just like made this have an area for us to be in, or a bigger area for us to be in, I should say. Because if you come up here, we've actually got our seat, the co-captain, if you will, the co-conductor, because our little turtle here is actually going to be our conductor. You can put the blaze burners like we have with the other ones, or you can just get any mob. So I'll probably get a name tag for him, and it just felt right that it was a turtle since this whole area, this whole valley is just kind of polluted with them. But here we go. Yeah, simple kind of storage, simple kind of area for the passengers to sit. It's really nice that the doors like automatically open, and these ones will automatically open when it parks, like you've seen on the monorail. So very cool. I really like how this train turned out. It took me forever. It's another one where I didn't copy brick for brick. Something I saw on the internet, but I did get, you know, some guidance, right? I got some reference photos that I tried to kind of copy and match in a way, and I'm sure you can find them if you search up crate mod train. There's, you know, 2 or 3 photos that are really good. I do think the face here kind of looks like a dog. So I don't know, I might name this like the doggy train or something like that, or something dog pun related. But what we need to do right now, and I'm probably going to have to go stop that other train from getting in our way, I'm going to need to basically move all of these train stations and put them in better spots, because when the train stops, it kind of connects. I can actually show you here if we hop in. We'll pull up to this train station right here that I've been using to build, and I'll show you what I mean. When you kind of stop the train, let's go into third person here. I'll back it up for demonstration purposes. So as I go forward here, you guys have seen from the previous videos, if I hold spacebar, it will slow us down to a perfect stop right on the train station. That little flag will go out. That means it's basically docked, right? And then if I come out here, this is also where I can hit disassemble train. It'll allow me to, you know, craft the train and construct it. Because right now it's all put into a carriage contraption, kind of like the digging machine, right? It's just all contraptioned up, and it's a entity in its own right, but I can't like edit anything on it unless that goes up. But you can see that it parks pretty much at the front of the train, right? So we even count this out here: 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 blocks back is where the carriage starts, and so really we want the carriage to line up perfectly with the station. And now my thought for the station, guys, is grand. Now that I've been down in this tunnel for so long, I was getting really cool ideas. This station needs to extend out this way to be as long as these 3 are long, or wide rather, and then I need to figure out how to do a staircase up and over and down and mirror it on this side, because if I need to go northbound, well, this is the side I need to get on, and if I need to go southbound, this is the side I need to go on for that. So yeah, big plans. I've been no rush to get this done, if I'm honest. The subway project is just going to be kind of something for fun at some point in time, but we will probably have to knock this wall out, and I'd get some sort of makeshift stairway to go up and over. Okay, but that said, let's get to editing. So let's bash out this train station, and I guess if I want it here, let's count out 10 this way. Okay, 10 seems to be right here, so we will go ahead and click on the track and click right there, and that will set it up. I think, well, the first car will be here. The other ones will be going up the hill, but again, this is all stuff that we can edit over time. Once I bash this wall out, then I'll move the station again. It's really cool how customly editable it is. Okay, but now it is time to mess with the signals, and I really need, I think, a signal probably right here. You're going to see that when you put a signal down, let's actually just give it some space. Let's do like right here. So there's one signal, and when I go and put another signal down, it should change this whole section to a different color. So I need to, I need to climb this. Now, I could also put the train, I suppose, like I could put the signal on this elevation, and the train would stop, right? Because it's Minecraft and it's a video game, it would stop. But I think that looks unrealistic. In reality, like, you're not going to force a train to park here, right? They would park at the top, and then when they get the okay, then they would make the journey down. I'm also realizing, as I get to the top of this, that other train's coming back pretty soon. I'm actually in risk of getting hit here. Can we make it to the top? Please don't kill me. I've been killed by this train enough in this tunnel. Okay, I think we made it. So yeah, I can put it like right here, I suppose. Do I click on that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, do I have to place it on the ground first? I do. Okay, well, now we can put the other one back at the bottom. It's a learning process, you know? I don't know what I'm doing. All right, back down here, and we can do what we were trying to do at the start, which is click right here and click right there, and that should, yes. So this is the yellow, and you can see now everything else is green. So we need to get more signals up, and specifically, I think another one should honestly be Al's stop here. There should probably be a lot of different little markers down here. So let's go ahead and put one there. Oh, it's too close. Trade signal going that way, and put it there. Then this signal we can kind of hide on the slope right there. All right, guys, so now we're up here in the tunnel, and you can see I spent hours. It is fully done, decked out. It's got, the wall pattern. It's 6 high, which is important. I had to raise the roof on the entire thing, not only dig out the other side, right? But this is leading us into the train, right? Into the new tree farm area. Well, I mean, it's still the old tree farm area, but I think if I throw up just a few here, so if it's in the tunnel, it will be the only train in the tunnel, and then that separates this whole mess, which we were going to make look nice and neat. Haven't deleted the old train yet, but it is pretty much out of condition. I mean, look at it. It's literally got hummingbirds and flies in there. Oh, one's free. Yeah, this thing's a mess, but decommissioning it will be nice. We can get a few train casings back. We can get a new controller, which is great. In reality, I will probably spend time making this a duplicate of that passenger train, and so we can have 2 going at all times. But down here, we have a plan for the passenger train to bypass the freight station, essentially. So not only do I need a bunch of signals to kind of designate that it is different. Sorry, Torch, you gotta move. But we have a station right there. Now, what we can tell the passenger train to do is come through here, and when it gets to here, instead of taking the shortest route back to the next station, we're actually going to tell it to go to this station, but to bypass through it. So it's not going to stop, but it goes to it. And so that's the way you can kind of control the trains to tell them where to go, but, not stop if you don't want them to. Also, while we're here, you can see we have not made much work yet on setting up all the mechanisms for the auto tree destroying thing. They actually were realizing if we want to use harvesters on the top to get the leaves, I think every tree is going to have a unique setup. So that side of the whole thing is going to take a little bit of time as well. But now that we're all signaled up, I think it's probably safe to say, I'm going to double check, this whole mess is just blue, which is fine, because the tunnel is green and its own separate entity. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're ready to go set up an actual true schedule and get this passenger train up and running, which I'm super excited for. I've been working on this train and all these tracks for the whole weekend, guys. Plus, like, Monday and Tuesday. It's been quite a while. All right, but let's drop down into our outhouse subway station connecting facility. Just in time for this train to roll by. I made it so that the log train did not stop here at the, the passenger car places. And so I'm hoping maybe we can make like a bypass, maybe a 3rd lane for the freight to go by. I don't know. It just means more digging, and but I can definitely see us bashing out this and having a 3rd bypass lane for all of the freights and like the subway cars that might come through here, that will feed the animals, right? We got a lot of train plans, but one thing at a time, I suppose. So let's grab the schedule here. I'll show you guys what this looks like. So I'm gonna open up the schedule. It's got a lot of options actually here, but you can see the first one here, it says Visitor Center northbound, and we've gone ahead and named all the stations. So after going northbound to the Visitor Center, we actually wanted to go to back of house is what we called it, and this one is going to have, this is the one that is behind, the one I show you that we're having it go bypass the freight section. We actually want to select this. Instead of travel to station, we want it to waypoint through the station and through the back of house. So that will allow it to go from, northbound Visitor Center, which is our stop here underneath our house, our Visitor Center. Then it's going to go to the back of the house. Then we want it to come back here, travel to Visitor Center southbound. Oh, that's right. I moved it, so I got to rename it. Yeah, it's this guy now. So we got to rename this one to Visitor Center southbound. And then go back into our train schedule, and that should be updated. Yes, there we go. So you see, it's pretty nice. You can also set how long it waits. I like 10 to 15 seconds. We'll probably do 12 seconds. Sounds good. Okay, and there's the full loop. So visitor center northbound to the back of the house bypass of the freight, then to the visitor center southbound, workshop southbound, which is Al's place. Then it loops back around to workshop northbound, and then from there we don't even need this one. From there, it re-loops back up here. So now, all we gotta do, guys, is climb on up here and hand it to this little guy. Here you go, bro. And, oh, we gotta take our seat. You know what? We'll sit in the front here. Ooh, what did we just kill? I think we just killed a turtle. That's awkward. Okay, well, look, it stopped here at the first stop. Oh, I need to name the train, too. Gotta do that as well. Okay, but this is the true test to see if I bash my head going up and down these hills. But I think I dug it out big enough. So here we go, guys. I am stoked to have this. Look at that. Oh, it's kind of hard because it's glitchy. I am actually really excited once this is hanging out in... Oh. He wants to sleep. I did tell him he can spam me. I'm on the train, bro. I'm on the train. Okay, hold on. Why did it stop here? Oh, it was an old stop. Oh, we gotta get out of the train. How do I get out? I can't get out. There we go. We're out. Okay. That is Anon the Moose. Anonymous. He joined the server. He is actually living just over here. So we will go check out his house at some point. But I do want to double check if the train is doing what I want it to do. Oh, we never dug this out. I thought Al finished that. Oops. Uh-oh. That's not good. I forgot that this wasn't finished. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna rescue the train. What the heck? Did not think I would be digging out my train today. This is weird. Okay, guys, I'm just not done digging it out. You can see, like, there's even dirt in the car still. I realized the reason why it stopped, though, is our poor turtle died from suffocating in the dirt as it went around. Whoops. I also think that means we lost our schedule, which is kind of a bummer, because I have to make a new one of those. But, yeah, I should actually just be able to do this manually. We're the conductor now. Look at me. I am the captain now. Oh, it got messy because of the gluing. Ugh, I gotta make some fixes to this, I think. Whoops. Alright, folks, well, please hold while I continue digging out this section of track. Then we'll go fix our mistake. Alright, folks, I didn't think my morning would consist of 20 more minutes of digging for the trains, but here we are! Oh, I need to get the little bit on top. Oh, and we have guests, okay. Alright, redocked the train here at the back of house station. And I'm going to need to fix this up a bit. So let's go ahead and go into auto carriage is aligned. Oh, it's turned. It's turning on the back ever so slightly. That's annoying. Okay, well, we've got to redo everything anyway. So let's go ahead and just move this guy. Grab our train station. Honestly, just move it like way up here. We won't have a problem if it's way up here. These trains are a pain, but they are super cool. They just take a little bit of finagling to get to work. Okay, but now, there we go. We can disassemble the train, which allows us to edit it. So first things first, I don't know why. I must have glued this. This must be the roof of the tunnel where I was building it. So that's a thing. And now it's also missing its roof for some reason. So let's go ahead and put that back on. Yeah, see, that did give, like, the glue little splurt, but I just want to make sure that it's attached. Let's grab all of these and attach it to, I guess, the front of the train. Let's go like that. There we go. That should guarantee that it's on there nice and glued up. So now all I really need to do, guys, is we need to find a new driver, and I guess I could have a hummingbird, but they're kind of loud and obnoxious, so perhaps we just go grab a villager. That's the closest mob nearby, and it kind of makes sense. Now, the real question is, are any villagers alive? Are they under here? No, that's a fly. They might have all died because we've been working through the nights around here. Not sure there are any OG villagers remaining, unfortunately. Oh, there's one. I see him on the minimap. Is he stuck inside? Ah, they're safe on the far end of the village. Alright, sir. Where did you go? There he is. Hello, sir. Will this lead work on you? The lead will not work on you. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we're taking the sheep. Come with me, sir. Alright, let's see if I can drag this guy up here. I think the mod works that if he's on a lead, I just right-click a seat. And it moves him there. It says, oh, but he's too tall. Okay, sorry, sheep. I guess we do gotta go get a turtle. Oh, what about a raccoon? Come here, buddy. Can I pick you up? I can't pick you up. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to find a turtle. Those are definitely the easiest mobs. I do know there's tortoises out here. We just gotta go find one, but let me see. Aha! Hello, sir. I'm gonna take you. Alright, with a bit of a speed bump in the process, this should work. Ow! Okay, I'm also realizing a flaw in my design. You see how these chairs are raised up a little bit? I learned this in the back when doing the seating in the back. But honestly, these ones are lower. Put it the wrong way. But because they're lower, we won't bump our heads. And honestly, the sheep might have been fine on this one. Because you sit lower, so when you get up, oh, I guess I still bash my head, but it's not nearly as bad. Okay, but turtle. Oh, do I need to shift click you there? Let's go ahead and bloop, put you there. And let's finish disassembling, or assembling rather, the train. There we go. Now it's all good to go. And I think that's all I needed to do to actually finish this train. So let's, you know what? Let's hop in the back here. No station or graph matches back of house. Oh, because I renamed it. Okay, right. Go ahead and rename this back of house. And then I think on the schedule, I got to readjust it as well. So many little processes to this whole thing. Here you go, guy. Nice. Okay. Remain seating at all times. Here we go. Okay. I'm also wondering now if the top shouldn't be andesite, but should just be more of the tracks, or the what are they? The deep slate tiles. But that is fine. That is fine. Oh, I never named it. I meant to rename it. Oh, there's so many things to do. It's okay. We will catch it here. Little turtle, come back. Give me the schedule real quick. Okay, that took a lot of finagling, but it's good to go. It is finally fixed, so off it goes. It's on its perfect schedule. It's going to stop at all the stops, and now really only the stations need to adjust, because even Al's workshop station here, I think it'll struggle to get on, just because the train is so much bigger. Okay, guys, but train struggles aside, I'm glad it's up and running. Like I said, I do plan to duplicate that whole thing eventually, you know, here in the middle where I'm, you know, basically designing it. Eventually, we'll have a train yard to make these things look, you know, to have more space to make them look really cool, because it is quite a pain to be building these things, not gonna lie. It's like, I wish I could fly, right? I need like a jetpack, or wish I could be in creative mode, you know? But yeah, there it goes. Very proud of this train. Oh, look, both trains. Oh, it's awesome to just see this place under, you know, so much commotion, right? It's like got a bunch of motion and the locomotion of the motion. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, folks, at this point of the video, we're going to cut to the time lapse, and this is the one that might take me 2 days to film, but I'm going to go work on that building up there. I can go to spectator mode to show you guys. We're going to go work on this bad boy up here. the log storage facility. And then while I'm working on the outside of this building, Al's going to work on setting up the actual farming side way over there. We also realized that the trains only pick up if the chunks are loaded. So I think I might need to look into a mod that adds a chunk loader. But that's kind of more technical stuff that you guys don't really have to worry about. All you guys got to worry about is enjoying this next time lapse. So let's grab a snack, sit back, kick back, and get into the time lapse. Enjoy, folks. Alright guys, actually right before the time lapse, you can see I just started to build the building here, but then as I was spinning my camera around, I was noticing some frame issues, like my frame rate just kind of started tanking when I looked in this direction. And let me hop in spectator mode to give you guys kind of the grand idea of what's going on here. You know how I told you that Al has a bison problem in his workshop? Well, he never really solved that problem. And you can see that they are just breeding over and over and over again. I've used so many of my arrows trying to kill him. I cleared out like that section over there. But look at this, guys. It just keeps going. And you can go up the mountain, and they're on the mountains, and you can go over the mountains. they're still up here, man. This whole mountain range is it's just bison, man. And between the bisons too, there's turtles absolutely everywhere as well. So I started getting frame issues, and I was like, yo, I need to cull this population. But these things are not easy to kill with melee. They're kind of easy to kill with my bow and arrow. But I don't have that many arrows. You know, it takes 2 shots to kill each one of these. Look at this, they're bleeding over here. If I don't come out here and help Al kill these, oh my god, they're on the mountains over here too. Oh, they just keep spawning. Holy. Yeah, if I don't help him, they're gonna encroach on our Cretaceous area, and that is a big issue. This is ridiculous. How far back did they go over here? Let me zoom out my camera speed. Okay, they don't go all the way over here, but they are starting to encroach on the mountain range over here. Yeah, guys, that's absurd. I'm gonna have to figure out something to kill these guys. Part of me just wants to like let the T-Rex loose. Just have, just have him go crazy, but I have no way to like tame him or bring him back into the pen. And I think he would only go kill things when he's hungry. Which is still probably pretty often, but that would be a sight to see, just watching the T-Rex chow down everything. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a I don't have a scarab gem to control the T-Rex quite yet. But yeah, so if you guys notice a little bit of frame rate, I think I'm gonna have to kill all these bison after, and turtles, of course, and even flies. There's tons of flies flying around. That's gonna have to wait until after the time lapse. So yeah, if you notice a little bit of frame hitching in some of the time lapse, know that I'm dealing with these guys non-stop everywhere I go. It's just chaos. And even over in Alice, I gotta be careful with snakes. I know there's a snake over, where is it? I was running around and almost stepped on him. Well, I don't know. I lost him, and that's kind of the scary part about Alice Place. Oh, maybe that's the snake burrow. Yeah, oh, there's some snakes. Sometimes there's like a ton of snakes hanging out, and they come out and they kill the turtles, and it's a whole thing. But these bisons have got to go, man. They are a problem. Absolute problem. Same with the turtles. All right, let me get you the time lapse I promised you. guys, the time lapse obviously didn't do the whole building because I am not done yet. This is taking it's taking quite a while. I can't even lie. I'm pretty much out of resources that I had packed in this chest here. Still got a little bit more birch just because we're automating it. But the concrete's run out, and I've got some granite, but I'm really running out of this Dean brick here, which takes the clay, which we can't automate, right, with just cobblestone and running through the machines. It just takes time. So I just need to literally AFK at some machines and get a little bit more blocks for this build, because this is a big boy. But let me hop into spectator mode and kind of give you guys an idea of the building here. So up here on the second floor, if you imagine just a normal triangle roof, right? That'll be kind of its own separate section of the building, and then you've got this little workshop kind of area off to the side here that is all about where the train actually rolls in. So you know, I gather some inspiration, I Google images and gather some inspiration, and I use that as a basis, and so I found a really cool image that had this kind of shape, and I was like, yeah, let's go with that. But yeah, it is taking quite a while. Let me fly into here, into the workshop, and show you guys. Not only have I been working on literally building that, but if I go into, I think it is my white backpack. Let's see. Useful stuff. Yeah, you can see I've got 48 deployers in here. I also had to make another 50 or so mechanical bearings that are now out, and these are all for the farm, right? The actual tree side of the farm where we're growing them and chopping it down, where the train is coming from, right? But these electron tubes take forever, and they need polished quartz, which takes rose quartz, and I need a ton of redstone dust. So I've actually been down in the mines and running the machines, and because of that, that means here in our good old the goods box, you can see I've got more biofossils, I got more shale fossils, I've even got an Edaphosaurus. Edaphosaurus? Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, we got more fossils, so let's end this video by taking a quick trip to the lab. Alright guys, welcome to the location of the future lab. I had a bit of a brain blast. I'm still in spectator mode here. Just to show you guys off this area. My thought, I saw this cliff edge, right? And I was like, you know what? I was kind of daydreaming while I was building this redwood forest out last episode. And I kind of had a daydream. And I was like, you know what? If we had kind of like an elevated research lab that's kind of built into the mountain right here, that would look really, really cool. You can get some views out of the second story balcony or whatever over at the Stegosaurus and Dryos. It'll overlook the monorail. And on this side, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of my thoughts. This is going to be our Ceratosaurus exhibit. And I thought to make this one look really cool, right here, I'm going to bash into the wall and I'm going to build like a really cool custom cave, and it'll kind of act like the Ceratosaurus's den, right? And we can put the food in there. And I'm thinking from our kind of cool, fancy, futuristic looking lab building, right? I'm going to use like white concrete and quartz and diorite, maybe even some snow. We're going to build a really, really cool looking one. Maybe there's like a little tunnel out here that goes into the back and connects to the cave, and we can have like a cave viewing spot for that exhibit. I think it'll be kind of a unique aspect for an exhibit, right? It can focus on caves as well as the forest that's going to be out here, more redwood forest for the Ceratosaurus. But yeah, this is going to take a while. Who knows how many episodes it's going to take before we get here, but I'm thinking later down the road, this is where we completely move all of our lab work. We'll have a vat room, and we'll have an analyzing facility, and maybe an automatic sifter room, because I learned you can automate fossils by using the sifters and making automatic sand, and it's a whole thing. Very excited. But until then, let's just fly up here into our lab, because it is time, close the doors, for more science. Okay guys, you know the drill by now. I've got a bunch of fossils, and I'm not going to make you watch me analyze all this. So let's hope for the best. We've got 16 biofossils, we've got 1 Edaphosaurus, we've got 4 plants, and we've got 3 shale. Let's throw them all in there and see what we get with the power of editing. Alright folks, it's still doing the plant fossils, but look, we got a few out of the gamble. We did actually get that Edaphosaurus, which is really cool. I believe this is another one that's going to go in our Paleolithic building, right? Like the really ancient stuff. Also, look at that. New fern fossil. Cool. But he must have heard us talking about him, guys, because we got the Ceratosaurus, which is awesome. That means the Ceratosaurus as well as the Compy, they're right next to each other in the park over here by the you know, right by where we're living, right out the back window, over here. So I'm thinking the Ceratosaurus, guys, it could be the next pen we work on. I'm actually really excited for that, and the Ceratosaurus will be really cool because it's kind of like a T-Rex, right? It's a large theropod, so pretty excited on that. And we also got another alligator guard. And again, when it comes to the aquatics, I'm gonna shelf them for now. I think we could do a whole aquatic section of the park down the road, but there's already so much for me to work on that I think shelving the aquatic stuff for now is fine. And I also, if I'm being real with you guys, sometimes water in Minecraft, totally a pain to work with, and it doesn't always look super great when you're looking through the glass. Like there's things you can do to make it look cool, but I would rather work on, you know, the terrestrial exhibits, you know what I mean? All right, but let's pack away the Ceratosaurus for a very soon later date. Put the green ones down there. I think green designates that it's like really, really old, right? Yellow is like Jurassic and Cretaceous, and then I think it's blue. I'm not really sure. We don't have any yet of the stuff from the Cenozoic era, but like the more modern stuff is blue. Okay, folks, but that's going to be the wrap of this episode. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of debating with myself for quite a while this week. I was like, do I just wait until I complete everything to do with the automatic tree farm, right? Get the actual mechanisms out there, farming them, have the train all set up, and get the building running. And I realized that's a lot of work. And I think I'd rather kind of update you guys bit by bit as the series goes on instead of waiting for 2 weeks to give you a big video. Kind of bringing you guys along on the journey, right? So really what I focused on first out of those 3 is setting the trains up. So now the trains are going, we've got the freight going back and forth, and we've got a passenger train, which is just awesome and a lot of fun. And then next we'll finish the building. Al got his side up as far as like getting the sorting up and running, and now it's my job to make the building around it. And then when that's all said and done, Al and I have been kind of procrastinating on it, working on a little bit, right, with those deployers and all those mechanical things that I showed you guys that I had to make. So it's getting worked on out there, but we also have to customize it, make way more drills or saws, as well as even get some harvesters so that I can get the leaves. It's a whole lot of work. It's a lot of fun though, but it is a lot of work. And so knowing that, I kind of want to just get this video out for you guys. So that's going to be it for this video. Progress has been done, and we got that Ceratosaurus. So I do want to get exhibit videos out to you guys more often than not. So next episode might be Cerato, might be finishing the tree building. Not really sure. Kind of just whatever we feel at the time when I sit down and record and play. But folks, as I get really close to you, thanks for watching. This is almost comical. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day as I look into your soul. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Adios.